Welcome back to Miss Nancy's Virtual Story Time. Let's begin with the color song. There we go with purple. Purple, purple is the color I see. If you are wearing purple, then show it to me. Stand up and turn around. Show me your purple and then sit down. Are you ready for another color? How about green? Green, green is the color I see. If you are wearing green, then show it to me. Stand up and turn around. Show me your green and then sit down. Here comes red. Red, red is the color I see. If you are wearing red, then show it to me. Stand up and turn around. Show me your red and then sit down. Oh, let's add yellow. Yellow, yellow is the color I see. If you are wearing yellow, then show it to me. Stand up and turn around. Show me your yellow and then sit down. How about a bright orange? Orange, orange is the color I see. If you are wearing orange, then show it to me. Stand up and turn around. Show me your orange and then sit down. Oh, we have to add pink. Pink, pink is the color I see. If you are wearing pink, then show it to me. Stand up and turn around. Show me your pink and then sit down. Here comes blue. Blue, blue is the color I see. If you are wearing blue, then show it to me. Stand up and turn around. Show me your blue and then sit down. What do you think? Lovely snowflakes. Wouldn't it be great if we had snowflakes falling from the sky that were this colorful? Do you like snow? I like snow. Do you think if we wish really hard for snow, we might get some snow? Put on your mittens, it's cold, I fear, for the winter snow will soon be here. Play in the yard, and when you're done, pull off those mittens one by one. And then remember to keep them together so you will still have two by the time spring comes. Are you ready for the story today? Granny Glittens and her amazing mittens. Once there was a kind old lady who made mittens from sturdy, warm wool. And into each of those mittens she would knit colorful designs like, I don't know, sleds or fir trees or bright stars or maybe even pretty red balls. All the parents would order lots and lots of mittens every winter for Granny Glittens to knit. Granny Glittens loved to make mittens. She made them, well, because she enjoyed making them. She also sold her mittens, and with that money, she would heat her house to keep her warm. She'd buy eggs for her breakfast, and she'd buy milk for her cat. You can imagine how busy Granny Glittens was every winter when the weather got cold. One winter, everything went wrong, though. Granny Glittens had lots and lots of orders for mittens. That wasn't the problem. The problem was the yarn. Granny Glittens always ordered lots of different colors of yarn, like red and green and yellow and orange and blue and pink. But this year, all she got from the store was boxes and boxes of white yarn. Look at all this white yarn along with the boxes. Came a note. Shall I read it? Dear Granny Glittens, we do not have red yarn or brown yarn or green yarn or yellow yarn or black yarn. All we have is white yarn. We have asked the other stores. They do not have red yarn or brown yarn or green yarn or yellow yarn or black yarn. All they have is white yarn. So we are sending you white yarn. We are sorry. The store. Oh dear, thought Granny Glittens, nobody wants white mittens. What am I going to do? So she thought and she thought all day long. She thought into the nighttime. Soon her cat started to cry. Meow, meow, meow. Oh my goodness, Granny Glittens realized her cat was hungry, so she poured some milk for her kitty cat. And then Granny Glittens went to her cabinet to find something for herself to eat. She looked, and all she saw were jars of candy. There was yellow lemon drops candy. There was orange gummy sliced candy. There was wintergreen candy. There was bubblegum candy. Oh, and blue drops candy. She stood back and she thought, why, those are all the colors of the yarn I need. Do you think? Well, the only way to find out is to find out. So Granny Glittens heated up her stove and she put 5 pots onto her stove and added all of her candies. She added yellow and orange and green and pink and blue. And then she added a white ball of yarn into each pot. And then she waited. And when she checked to see how her yarn was doing, the white yarn had turned color. She had all the colors that she would need for her mittens. Granny Glittens worked all night long, coloring her white yarn. She was tired and she realized quite hungry. And she said out loud, "Why, I am so hungry, I could eat this yarn." And just for fun, she tried a bit. Why, it was delicious. She tried all the colors. They were all delicious. So the next morning, she got busy knitting and knitting and knitting. She made wonderful, colorful mittens. The children loved their new mittens. They loved them because they were warm, because they were colorful, and because they were delicious. And do you know that Granny Glittens had to knit mittens all year round? Because once the children got their mittens, why, they would eat their mittens. Can you believe it? The end. 14 mittens, and not one pair. We'll have to wait for someone who cares, like a boy or a girl who will take the time to match them up in a perfect line. You think we can match them up? Let's see, I see green and blue and red and pink and purple and yellow and orange. Do you think we can make pairs of mittens? Oh, here's pink. They match. Here's blue. Oh, they match. Here's green. Oh, another match. Purple. Oh, right over here. Yellow goes right there. Orange, we don't want to leave orange out. And red. So 14 mittens ended up being how many pairs? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Keep your mittens together so they don't get lost. It's time to say goodbye to our friends. It's time to say goodbye to our friends. It's time to say goodbye. Make a smile and wink an eye. It's time to say goodbye to our friends. Goodbye. It's craft time. Today we're going to make a mitten. You will find the pattern link in the description. This is what you'll need. Colorful paper, Scotch tape, a hole punch. I am using cookie cutters for tracing around, scissors, a pen, crayons, yarn, and in order to measure the yarn, I have a yardstick here. So I'm going to grab my pre-cut green mittens and use the hole puncher. Now you might need some help doing this, but if you figure it out, it's really fun to do. So try, let's give it a try. And all the way around the mitten you can go. Just punch a bunch of holes. It's fun to do. I have 2 here because, you know, you want to make it a mitten, right? You have 2 sides to a mitten. All right, so there we have our holes. Now we need to be able to sew. Let's cut an end. Now, for this mitten, I did a running stitch. In and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. Okay? That meant I needed about 1 yard of yarn. Now for this one, I think it would be kind of fun to try going around and around and around. You will probably need twice as much yarn, but let's give it a try. The Scotch tape is to go around one end of the yarn. Kind of use it like a sewing needle. There you have it. Now, just so you don't get frustrated, I would go through the hole and tie it off. You can have an adult help you. That way you won't keep losing your yarn. Okay, so now you can go in and out, in and out, in and out. And that's fine. You go in. And in and out. Or you can wrap it. And that's when you go around the outside and loop it around the outside of your mitten. You can do it either way. Or you can do it both ways. Now, let's decorate the mitten. That's where the cookie cutters come in. I happen to have a snowman cookie cutter. It's kind of a fun shape. So you can put your cookie cutter down on your mitten and just trace around it. Or you can make your own design. You can do anything you want. And then, of course, crayons. Now, most snowmen are white, but hey, you saw my snowflakes for the color song. They came in all different colors. You can decorate it any way you want. You think the snowman needs buttons? Maybe. Two eyes. I think he needs a hat. Anyway, you can decorate it any way you want. Happy crafting.